Shalom, shalom, brothers. Okay, all the righteous, hopeful elect of the hopeful elect. All right, shalom. I say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. This is Apostle Rakar back again with another impromptu. Like I said, I been down for a couple of days because I've kind of been moving around and travel, but we always got to get right back on it, man. So I'm gonna try to stay more current with my videos through the spirit and mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. But anyways, the spirit got on me earlier this morning when I woke up. The spirit was on me to do this video. I like to do exhortation videos, man. So the spirit got on me strong to do this particular video, and I believe the title I got up there is "Stand in the Righteousness of the Truth," which means when we came into this truth, Yahweh Shai went on the cross for us, man. So basically, you have a lot of guys, they come in this truth and, they sidestep or they backpedal, you know what I mean? Or, hey man, we all sin, we all go off. That's why we need Yahweh Shai. That's why Yahweh Shai said, they that be whole have no need of a physician, but they that are sick. Okay, so we all sick, man. Shit, physically, mentally, spiritually, you know what I mean? But the comfort is Yahweh Shai. So basically, we all looking for Yahweh Shai to come back so we can be healed. Get them new bodies. Really get a new spirit too. Remember in Ezekiel, he said, I shall take away the stony heart and give you the heart of flesh. Right? That's what the Lord said. So basically, certain guys come in the truth, but then they get weak and falter and end up falling out the truth. They lose their faith. Faith is always the key word in this thing of ours, man. Faith, all right? And the scriptures say what? Faith without works is dead. So basically, you got to have faith, meaning if you have faith, then you're going to serve the Lord. You're going to do what you got to do. You're going to get these videos going. You're going to come to the camp. And also, too, listen, now we know we're not under the law right now. We're under grace. But even in that, we still rehearse the right, like the Apostle Paul said, but ye shall rehearse the righteous acts. And then that goes into faith without works is dead. Because you can say you have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, but then you got to do the works too. And that's, okay, we know teaching the word, that goes without saying. But also too, hey, to the best of our abilities, we do try to keep the law because that's righteous to do. How can we say, I believe in the Lord, but I don't got to acknowledge the Sabbath. F it on the Sabbath. I'm just going to be popping my woman on the Sabbath or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to eat pork. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to commit adultery. Yahweh Shai forgave me of my sins anyway, right? No, because then you be wicked. Because then you're going against what the scriptures say, right? You got dudes out here thinking it's okay to be an alphabet person. Fuck it. Well, the church is teaching you that now. In the church, these churches, they allow moles to go into church now. You could be a straight up mole, but go to church and talk about you worshiping God, but you're a goddamn sodomite. You see what I'm saying? A straight up sodomite or a lesbian. But then the church welcomes you now. These churches, they welcome you in the church. No, God, hey, Jesus still love you. See what I'm saying? But all those people are reprobates anyway. But see, for the ones of us that come in the truth, we gotta continue to stand in the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, which is these scriptures. Meaning we have to do everything that these scriptures is telling us to do. Okay? Which we know that includes doing the work. That's self-explanatory, or it should be. You know what I mean? Like I said, doing these videos, going out to the camp, but also too showing charity, which is love, exhorting, edifying, looking out for one another, showing love to one another. Okay? That also plays into it too. Our dealings with each other, our dealings with other brothers. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just going to read for this first video, Lord willing, I'm going to do a follow-up video. Spirit is on me, like I said. So I'm in the book of Galatians, the 5th chapter. I'm just going to read a few verses throughout here in Galatians, the 5th chapter, right? Because this is the scripture that popped in my mind when I first said I wanted to do this video. All right. Of course, it was the Apostle Paul writing this letter to the church in Galatia, right? Now, what did he say? Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty, Galatians 5:1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Yahushua have made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. What's the yoke of bondage? The yoke of bondage is the ways of the world, man. You know, worldly things. We're not supposed to be doing things that we were doing in the world. See? Yeah, that's the yoke of bondage, because when we was in the world, we was bondages to what? Sin. You see what I'm saying? So we ain't supposed to become entangled with the lust of the flesh and reprobate things of the world. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to stand fast. The liberty. Yahushua came on the earth and gave us the word, right? And then he also gave up his precious blood for our sakes, right? Starting with and that was starting, I mean, ultimately it will be for all Israel, but it started really primarily for the elect, because he said that when he came on the earth. Okay, Yahushua said that when he came on the earth. Remember, he told the disciples what? He told them, he said, listen, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. And he was talking about other Israelites, right? So what is that telling you? When he first came, really, he came for the elect. The rest of Israel, they play into that, and when the kingdom is set up, the 2/3 have no part in that. From the time of Yahushua till now, the 2/3 don't, because why? The 2/3 are going to burn in the lake of fire. And that's not talking about some place under Nate and them are teaching you that where you die and then your spirit goes under the ground to the guy in the red suit, like they show you in those Bugs Bunny and them old Looney Tune cartoons, right? The guy, Tom and Jerry cartoons, right? Tom and Jerry be trying to kill each other, then one of them gets killed, and he goes under the ground. They got the guy laughing with the red suit, ha 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 ha, welcome. And there's flames burning. That's exactly what that is, a Looney Tune fairy tale thing. That the eternal hellfire, the lake of fire, is talking about when these missiles hit America. It's going to look like a lake of fire when those nuclear missiles hit this place, man. Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, I'm going to jump to the 13th verse, right? Galatians 5:13. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. See, that's the liberty. Yahushua, he called us from being bondages to sin. We was in the world, we were sinning. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. Now, what is love? When you read the scripture, it says love is keeping the commandments of the Most High. Serve one another. How do we serve them? Well, through the Spirit, I'm serving you brothers now. I'm giving you the word. I'm giving you exhortation. So this is showing love. This is showing love to the brotherhood when you do the work. If you don't want to do the work, then you really don't love brothers. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man, Yahushua said what? Peter, if you love me, feed my flock. So if we love Yahweh and Yahushua, we're gonna be involved in this truth, in the work. But even that goes into our own personal life. We got to make sure we stay on top of our flesh. Apostle Paul said what? Mortify therefore your members upon the earth. That's talking about our body, our physical. Because there's always a fight against the physical and the spiritual. It's a battle, man, because this flesh, like Apostle Gabal always says, this flesh is like a demon. It's a demon, man. Your earthly lust, sometimes they'll try to take you over, but you got to fight that shit, man. That's what it's talking about. That's what it means. Don't give occasion to your flesh. And that also means to just do things going off or doing things you shouldn't be saying or doing. Okay? Now I'm going to jump to the 19th verse, right? We're in Galatians, still the 5th. Now the works of the flesh are manifest. Now he gives it to you, right? Which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, okay? Lasciviousness. You see what I mean? All these different things. Adultery and fornication Apostle Tahar said one time, when it talks about fornications and certain, it's talking about adultery. But fornication can also be, like I said, worshiping other gods. Okay? Following other philosophies, man. Uncleanness is any form, in any form. Deceitfulness, see, uncleanness, that could be, lusting after another man's woman, being a damn sodomite, being a lesbian, being, you know what I mean, or doing anything outside of what the scriptures of the Lord the Most High says. You see what I'm saying? Idolatry, witchcraft, see? Idolatry, like I said, once again, that's following after other philosophies, and that happens to a lot of guys. There have been guys that was in this truth that they started reading certain other books and trying to, yeah, brother, the book of Enoch and this book. No, but I found something, and the dudes don't be on the level that really, look, man, we already got the book. Jake always want to try to do something else or look for information. Look, man, the Lord gave us the book, the Bible, this Bible, and the Apocrypha is a part of the Bible. All right, just stick with the scriptures. Why is that so hard? Witchcraft, that's right, witchcraft. And witchcraft could be in different forms too. That could be actually, casting spells or this and that. Also, it could also be, that could also be causing discord amongst brothers. Causing discord amongst brothers is witchcraft, man. Hatred, see, that's right. Variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, and these are all things that a lot of guys are doing. I'm not saying particular brothers in Jew, but like these other camps, primarily IUIC, they are guilty of all this. And you know what? UPK too, because they talking about the mark of the beast. It's not this and that. They're doing these things. They are guilty of it. Nate, he's guilty of all this, man. Okay, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the past. See, that's right. Envying, you're supposed to be envying brothers. You're supposed to be a murderer. And you know what? Murder could be also trying to destroy a brother's character, which them niggas are guilty. They're trying to murder our character, murder our image. Drunkenness, yeah. You could drink, but you ain't supposed to be a sloppy drunk. Don't know how to handle your alcohol. Revelings, brothers out in the street acting wild and crazy. See, I tell you before, as I have also told you in times past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. You see, you ain't gonna make it, man. Like if you're not following what the scriptures say and staying in the spirit at all times, you ain't gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven. Meaning you ain't gonna make it on the first trip. Okay, you're gonna end up getting put to death out here. I'm gonna jump down to the 25th verse. If we live in the spirit, this is the 25th verse. If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit. You see what I'm saying? That's right. So if we live in the, we calling upon the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, right? So we saying we living in the spirit, so we supposed to walk in the spirit. We supposed to carry ourselves as servants of the Lord at all times, man. I mean, now look, man, we in the flesh, we need Yahweh Shai to come back. We all gonna go off from time to time, man, but that's what Yahweh Shai is there for. But if you do, you ask for forgiveness and you keep going, man. Now we're gonna jump over to the 6th chapter, Galatians 6, and I'm gonna read the 8th verse. Okay? I'm gonna read this 8th verse, Galatians 6 and 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall reap of the flesh. Shall of the flesh reap corruption. You see what I mean? That's right, corruption. Meaning you're gonna go off. You're gonna do things that are of the flesh, carnal. You're gonna get caught up into carnal things. But he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting. Meaning, if you sow to the spirit, you stay in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You do the work of the Lord, and you follow what these scriptures say. And also faith, you ask to the Lord, and prayer and faith are a major component in this. Okay, so we gotta always stay in the spirit, man. You know what I mean? We gotta try to always fight this flesh, the carnal mindset. All right. But with that, I'm gonna wrap this up. I pray that this video was edifying. Lord willing, I'll be back with a follow-up video. And I say shalom to the hopeful elect.